gentlemen, good morning. First of all, I would like to extend the sincerest apologies of the chairperson of the Committee on Ecology, Congresswoman Elena Labad-Labad, because she's unable to attend this morning's forum, much as she would have wanted to be here to share her insights regarding legislation on single-use plastics. She had to rush back to her district in Mindanao during the weekend, and she can only come back later this afternoon. I am Carolino Alcantara from the Secretary to the Committee on Ecology, with my colleague Elena, who has been serving the Committee on Ecology for a decade now. So any questions about plastics you can raise to her. And she's here also wearing her other hat as Secretary of the Committee on Science and Technology. We came here today supposedly to just hear and learn from you, but since you are also in the loop regarding single-use plastic legislation, we might as well share with you our thoughts about its development in Congress. I'm sorry I wasn't able to prepare anything, so please bear with me. So since Congress opened in July, a total of 35 bills and House resolutions have already been filed seeking to regulate, phase out, and recover, throw away plastic products or materials. All these bills on plastic products and wastes have been referred to our Committee on Ecology, which, under Chairperson Elena Labad-Labad, had conducted its first hearing of the proposals last November 2019. That meeting led to the creation of a technical working group headed by Congressman Lord Alan J. Velasco, that is tasked to consolidate all the bills into one substitute bill. All these House bills can be viewed from the Congress website. Now, if you have noticed and if you have checked them out, you'll notice that had all these 35 measures been similar and unified in stance, then discussion and approval of the single-use plastics bill could actually be smooth and swift. But that is not the case, however. For instance, in terms of scope, some seek to include only single-use plastics that are non-biodegradable and non-recyclable. Others want to cover all single-use plastics regardless if these are recyclable or biodegradable. Some identify a single product only, like disposable plastic waste bottle or advertising and election propaganda, but others prefer to cover a wider range of single-use plastic products. For instance, plastic straws, plastic cups and lids, shrink wraps, and other product packaging. In terms of action, some bills are seeking a total ban, others merely prefer to limit the use of a particular product. In terms of coverage and implementation, some seek a nationwide ban, others want it in specific areas only. Like there's a bill that says just ban plastic bottles in Congress. Some bills touch only on the regulation of materials prior and during its use. Others wish to include or focus on the recovery and disposal of its waste. So there's even a bill, it was mentioned earlier, about the return of plastic in exchange of rice. So we also have a bill like that now. Others propose to place the responsibility for the collection, recycling, and disposal of plastic trash on the shoulders of the manufacturers. Other bills wanted to remain with the LGUs and dovetail it to the solid waste management system under RA 9003. Most bills have implementation schemes that are very much detailed, while a few want a multi-sectoral body to just formulate a phase-out plan, which would probably make it more flexible. On the matter of time frame, some recommend that the ban on single-use plastic products start within 1 year after it's passed into law, others after 3 years. So the diversity and consolidation of these proposals is a big challenge confronting the committee and the TWG. That is because, at the end of the day, the TWG must draft a substitute bill that will represent the consensus of all the authors and the middle ground among critical stakeholders. It must also be acceptable enough to gain the approval of the majority in Congress. Moreover, should the measure become a law, be it a total ban or just regulation, the government would have to face the following concerns or challenges. First, the perceived repercussion to labor and business, because industries will have to retrofit their processes, and this would take time and, of course, additional investments. Second, the readiness of industry to implement the proposed used plastic recovery or buyback scheme. I mention this because it is the position of Chairman Velasco that manufacturers may be allowed to continue producing plastics, but they must also be held responsible for the recovery of plastic wastes. Another concern is the ability of government organizations, both the lead agency and the local government units, to enforce the ban or the phase out. Fourth, the enforcement of penalties. How are we going to go about it? And fifth, the implementation by and participation of concerned stakeholders. These are just some of the concerns. The goal of the Committee on Ecology is to produce a plastic waste policy that is prudent, sound, and forward-looking. It is also under pressure to do so at the soonest possible time. Certainly, Congress is aware of the urgency and necessity of this single-use plastic waste legislation because our rate of garbage disposal is growing faster than the capacity of our sanitary landfills. And the President has spoken of the need for Congress to pass a legislation banning the use of plastic products, so it really is a pressure on us. On the other hand, there is a lack of example, a successful nationwide precedent upon which our lawmakers could safely base their decision on. Well, maybe we could learn from the fate of the styrofoam, which was a recyclable plastic material, which because of local bans had led to its substitution with non-recyclable materials instead. So the committee needs more information, yet it does not have the luxury of time. In the absence of a model, our chair is initially looking at the European Union Parliament ban of certain single-use plastic products effective 2021. These are single-use plastic cutlery, like plastic forks, knives, spoons, even chopsticks, single-use plastic plates, plastic straws, cotton bud sticks made of plastic, plastic balloon sticks, oxo-degradable plastics, and food and beverage containers or cups made of expanded polystyrene. Well, if you notice that if this list is considered in the Philippine context, these products are essentially high in replaceability, low in retrievability, and low in recyclability. These three criteria are being considered by the committee chair and technical working group chair for determining which single-use plastic products might have to be regulated. They will discuss this very soon with all the bill authors when they will initially meet to at least agree on an outline of the substitute bill and on the items that should be covered by the ban. I will end here by sounding off the assurance made by Chair Labad-Labad to all the bill authors that the committee will do its best to pass the smartest law on the single-use plastics waste, with the cooperation of, and I would add, a united front from all stakeholders. Our chair is hoping to produce a smart law that can address the needs and best interest of our environment, the country, and the people. Thank you for having me.